Fear is afraid you will hear this talk. But to hear this talk, you must understand that true hearing, true seeing, true feeling isn't so much your agreement with what you hear, see, and feel, because we can feel things all the time that change the moment that the conditions that create the feeling produce. But to hear and to see and to feel means I understand. I can see and hear and feel where this is true in my life. Not because you've said it, but while you're saying it, I can verify it. That's what we must do when we work like this. When we when we act to bring into this world the information that it needs, that you and I must have in order to effect a true change in the kind of human being that we are. Because the fact is, without you and I hearing, seeing, feeling, accepting, acknowledging, understanding the truths that come in as they do, like errant beams of light, and then become the instrument of that wisdom, not much can change. So it begins with you. It really does. It begins with you. I know sometimes that can seem like a fairly lost cause, can't it? You go, what do you mean? The hope of the world rests upon my shoulders? Yes, the hope of the world rests upon you willing to understand that there is another set of shoulders that you have. Something that's quite capable of bearing literally the weight of the world, if you're only willing to stand in the place where that's possible. So I want to start pretty simple, because remember, fear is afraid you'll hear this talk. Who is the most unwelcome guest that appears at your door? And not your son-in-law. Who is the most unwelcome guest that ever appears at your door? Fear. Anybody? Somebody said fear. Well, if I went around the room, depending on the day, how many of you had an unwelcome guest knock at your door and wake you up this morning? Or you awakened to a doorbell? So it could be, well, depression. Where's my bell? I can't, I'll knock all the papers off. Rings at the door. Anxiety. Hello? Anybody home? Worry. A sense of inadequacy, and of course, fear. Now, the reason that I bring these things up is because I want you to know that all of these guests that appear at the door, and they do appear anytime they want to, don't they? You can be sitting in the middle of a party having a grand old time, and there's a knock at the interior door of your soul, and something is standing there, and you open the door, and there it is. The thing that all negative states have in common, every last one of those characters that appear in their untimely fashion, there's a similar character that empowers all of them. And here it is. You already know it in one respect. You fear the unwelcome guest at the door. Anxiety. God, I've been anxious so long. What am I going to do about it? Depression. Oh man, this thing's terrible. Here it is again. What am I going to do? It's greater than I am. Every last one of these negative states, when they appear at the door of the heart of the mind, the minute that one even senses, recognizes that here is this dark state, come to see me one more time, there is an instantaneous, yes or no, wave of resistance to their appearance.